5 college football coach costume suggestions. Listen, just because I despise this fake holiday and everything about it doesn't mean that I won't do a Halloween-themed top 5.
Like, I can kind of understand the parade thing, sort of, kind of, but I really don't understand the hatred for Halloween.
I don't like people asking me to be involved in it. I can do every single thing. I don't feel the need to dress up in a costume. I can get candy any night of the year. I don't care for people I don't know coming to my door. It's everything I don't like about America.
You're going to love having a kid when you have to do all this, dress it up and do all that.
Yeah.
Get ready for it, buddy, because the most fun part's coming.
Like, maybe not. So we'll see. I don't know.
Craig,
I
what was your
first.
favorite Halloween costume?
I mean, it's just not that deep to me. I don't even. I'd have to sit here and think about it. I mean, it's not like my favorite holiday ever, but I mean, I have no issue with it whatsoever.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I'm just kind of outgrown it, and
That's my problem with it. There it is. I outgrew it when I was 10, and then in my adult life, people try to like drag me back into it.
Okay, you did not outgrow it at 10.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
You didn't eat any candy.
That was the last year I went trick or treating.
You didn't accept any Halloween candy that others brought. You didn't eat any of that.
I mean, look at me. Yes, I eat candy, but I eat candy all the time. I mean, like, I don't, if somebody's going to give me candy, I'm not going to say no. I mean, but it's just, I don't like being forced into pretending like this is some sort of day I should give a crap about. Like, that's what bothers me.
For all you who are out watching us and you have kids, you're about to go trick-or-treating, it's a wonderful night.
When people are like 50 years old, like, what are you dressing up for Halloween? Like, an adult. Like, that's what I'm doing.
Because you didn't when you were 35, right?
I didn't. I mean, like, yeah, okay. I've drifted over Halloween like one time.
We are so late right now.
And since I was 10, I'm not for. So, but I will suggest, because do as I do, or do as I say, not as I do. But number 5, Joey McGuire should go as a calf. Why a calf, you say? Well, he showed up to that game as a cowboy, but he got roped, guys.
Ooh.
So,
yeah, he did,
and I say this loving Joey McGuire, but I saw the thing of the cowboy hat and the boots and all that, and Baylor roped him pretty good. So.
Yeah, Baylor spoiled the party. There's no doubt about that. A lot of talk about the atmosphere and Mahomes and sellout, blackout, all that stuff, and they negated every single one of those advantages within the first quarter of that game, basically. I mean, it was only 3-0 after the first frame, but then they popped it in the second, and then the third, got close again, and then the fourth, 21-0 in the fourth quarter. I mean, they sent fans home early, and that was not expected on my end at all to be that in control as they were for most of that game. It was really impressive. And now Tech's got to figure out what they're doing at quarterback. I mean, what exactly?
They got to stop. Look, Baron Morton.
Yeah,
let it ride with
Morton. Just let him play.
Ride with
him. I don't think that Joey and them were being intentionally like doing a disservice to anybody, but like that was a really tough spot to put Tyler Shuck in. That Donovan Smith was kind of an awkward spot. I mean, I could kind of see it with him because he's so different than Morton.
And look, Morton was all over the zone. I mean, if he was a pitcher, he would have gotten pulled in the 5th inning.
He's not true. He's a freshman, though. Yeah. I mean, he's got to get experience somehow or another. So yeah, that was just a very weird handling, and I don't know if it was more Kitley's doing or whatever, but they gotta shore that up a little bit, and they'll be fine. That was a tough pill to swallow, but they'll be fine.
Was Donovan Smith's first pass and Shuck's first pass intercepted?
Yes.
Shucks was. Yeah. I think Smith's was like his second, maybe, or maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe it was both of their first passes.
Their first pass on both of them. Number 4, Mike Gundy. He needs to dress up as a doctor because his team needs it. They are banged up. They are. I mean, 48-0. A lot of injuries. Maybe you could be a different kinds of doctors. You also be a psychiatrist. They might need a mental boost as well. That is something that no one. Not even Kansas State. I'm sure Kansas State would be over like, how did this happen? Like, what is going on over here? Nobody even saw that coming on Saturday.
No, I didn't. That was, again, that's taking your soul. And I enjoyed, again, I listened to Mike Gundy, not all of it this time, but I listened to him. He admitted that he, as Craig said, they went about some things differently last week, and he'll never do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got smashed. I mean, that was unbelievable to see K-State dominate the way that they did. And yeah, I don't know if he wants to play a doctor. Probably needs to go to the doctor and get some of that, off his chest. Get to the mental doctor and get some help, or maybe physically serious. Like they do have some physical things going on. So yeah, doctor's kind of fitting for Oklahoma State.
Yeah,
right
and
now.
if Jalen Daniels comes back for Kansas this week, they're kind of catching Oklahoma State at the right time to maybe finally get that 6th win. Number 3, Dave Aranda, Grasshopper from Kung Fu. First of all, the look from David Carradine and Dave Aranda is pretty much dead on already, so he doesn't have to do a whole lot of work on this costume. It's pretty cost effective. You just have to buy, kind of a cloak or whatever they wear in Kung Fu. But
don't give him candy corn.
Oh, no, don't give him candy corn.
Yeah,
but
you don't like it.
Smooth, again, what was Kung Fu? He was like this all the time, right? He was easy. Then as he rode to the West solving problems, his steady nature.
Paxton said Dave Aranda, Ming from Flash Gordon.
Well, no, Ming's evil. I mean, yeah, it doesn't fit. I mean, I guess it's a costume, but yeah. I mean, yes, I could see that too. But I like David Carradine here a lot better.
No, yeah, he's definitely got some of those types of characteristics for sure. Very, very Zen. Yeah, I guess the word that would definitely work for Dave Aranda. But yeah, I could see this one.
Yeah. Number 2, just because he wanted to, Lane Kiffin as the Joker. He said maybe he's got a Joker costume for me, but it fits Lane Kiffin's personality in that he is an agent of verbal chaos, and he loves to kind of throw those out there.
Didn't he say he should dress up like the Joker?
Because the Jimbo had a costume for him.
No, the reason why he said that is because Jimbo called him
a clown. Yeah. But, yeah, look, Joker, depending on what side of the argument you're on, and hopefully you're on Batman's, but still is the most effective clown in the history of clowns. Yeah. He gets things done. It's chaos, but Lane likes that, though. Lane likes to create that chaos, and Lane likes to say things that bother you, just like the Joker does. So it's a very appropriate, and I like that he took that to the next level, but I do think it's a very fitting costume for him if he was going to.
Yeah, he's definitely an agent of chaos. I won't argue that. If he was going to be a clown, he would probably be the Joker. Yep.
Yeah. And number 1, Jimbo Fisher needs to go as Nick Saban because he needs to do things like Nick Saban did. Instead of being mad at Nick Saban for saying something about him, maybe he should copy, because he did that early on. At FSU, he was trying to copy Saban beat for beat. And then somewhere along the way, he thought, no, I'm smarter than this guy. I'll do it different. No. You got to be the protege to the greatest college football coach ever. He showed you how to do it. And then when you were doing it that way, other than calling the plays at FSU, it worked out for you. And then now you've stopped as you've gotten to the SEC. Doesn't make sense. So he needs to go as Nick Saban.
I mean, Nick Saban works. He could also go as younger Jimbo Fisher because that guy actually could coach and have a little something to him. But he needs a makeover, that's for sure. And if only it was so simple as like putting on a mask and just acting accordingly. A&M, they fight, man. You got to create like to the guys they had. They fight. It's just not enough though, and it's just overall, it's just not enough.
When he said in the press conference a couple weeks ago, we have a good system. Our guys aren't just getting it. I'm watching these games, and I'm like, I don't think your guys are the problem, Jimbo.
I don't think they are.
It's clearly you. Yeah. I mean, you've got them 31-28 fighting to the end, but you're not calling. And by the way, Connor Wegman, by the way, he looked pretty good.
He did.
He short arms a few, and that's probably just from the fact he hasn't played enough. He seems like he's got a little bit to him, but they need an infusion of something. And this time is running out. Florida next, and then they, I think, have what do they have? LSU.
Both
still.
Those teams need a win badly.
Yeah.
And I think I'd actually lean A&M there. But yeah, both those teams could really use a W. So yeah, a lot of different ways you could go with these guys, but I think that's pretty fitting that Jimbo and Nick Saban there.
Yeah, I got to stop.